We good? We rolling? What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the podcast. You got your host. You got Sarah, Rose Phoenix, the Vapor Dan,
No,
Ning
don't,
Yu.
don't talk like that, man.
You want to interrupt me while I'm over here trying to give this speech? And I'm the neighborhood, and I'm the neighborhood roach that infests everybody. How everybody doing? Hope everybody's day going good.
Okay, that was a neat intro.
um,
Roach rolled
I
in here with that intro like, hey, baby girl, let me get up and yell at you real quick.
this episode we're doing.
What you talking about? Go ahead, let me get that.
Hello.
Let me see your toes, girl.
We're not here to talk about feet or toes.
Yeah, you won't let me. You won't show me yours.
Oh, yeah, this is how we start a podcast.
Yeah.
We hit not even a minute
Yeah, it's
in. We've already
Hey,
Sorry,
completely
guys.
at
derailed
least it
We
wasn't
call
podcast.
this a
recording when
podcast.
Rose was all up in the microphone.
I was about to say, we had an actual topic about, like, some, like, fucking what's your favorite game and shit. How did we start it? Hey, yo, girl, let me see your turtle toes.
Welcome to the hood episode.
Dang, how did I miss? Yup. God damn. Oh, well, everybody's doing podcasts. I'm over here killing it on Call of Duty.
No.
What the hell?
Let's see, we're not important.
Watch this. Weave.
Then you want to
Too
take
bad.
over
God,
being
Yeah.
the announcer.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
take over
What am I
probably.
doing?
Anyways, back to the actual topic that we're supposed to be having is today we're gonna be talking about games. What games we like and stuff we hate about
Games
them
we're
and love
looking
about
forward
them.
to.
Hey, do you guys
What?
like video games?
I've never played one. There's no proof I've played video games ever.
Ah, sick, I ended the podcast.
You
Do you like video games? Yes. Cool. That's the podcast. See you guys next month.
It's like most people who've been watching my channel know that like probably the best games I like are the Dark Souls ones. Games like that. I've been playing those for about 10 plus years.
I have ironically really gotten back into like like open world RPGs where I can just kind of fuck around and get lost.
I like them when they're not too grindy.
Yeah, I agree with that. Where it's paced right.
Yeah. There's one I used to
What?
play called Mabinogi. It was a fun game, but it was grindy as hell. It took forever to do anything.
That's one
I'm done with
series.
this.
That's one series I'm kind of wanting to do, but I don't know how well it would do, and I don't know if I would be able to stay focused long enough to play it. But I've heard good things. Was it
Danganronpa?
Dingle Dangle Ropin' Topin? Nailed
Danganronpa,
it.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I
that
don't know
one.
if I even said it right, but yeah.
It's
Those
the
are kind
one
of
where
like the Phoenix Wright games, and I know you've played those on the stream.
I did for a bit, and then
Yeah, it's like the
I don't know
similar
what happened.
concept, but anime. Or more anime.
I only want to play it because the small bear thing is a sarcastic asshole throughout the whole thing, and I'm like, yes. Montreal
Yeah.
Kumis. That's his name. I'm probably pissed off all the fans that fucking actually play this shit.
I mean, probably. I know there's at least a few people that watch my stream sometimes that play Danganronpa a lot.
I love my favorite character, the stuffed gopher, Montreal Kumis.
Yeah.
It's like fucking telling a Star Wars kid, be like, oh, dude, I love the episode where Spock fought
What else you did this on
Sipo.
purpose and you know it?
Spock fought Sipo in the glory pit.
So really disabled with Dean's during the podcast. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna make dead.
One of these times I should just fucking let's play the damn Ulu song halfway through the stream, but someone redeems that.
Fucking Emerson, they're just in the background. Oh, so Moses and Billy that forgot the full lyrics. I know what you're talking about, though. and if you play it, I will stab you at one point. I don't know when, I don't know
Ah,
how,
get out my ear with that. I want to
but
hear it.
I will come at you with a pool noodle.
I was morally obligated to. Someone redeemed it in my chat.
I will attack you with a pool noodle.
What type of games do you
Is
usually
that a
play?
threat or a promise, Dan?
Types of games I usually play.
Yeah, damn.
It's mostly open world RPGs, and I like retro platformers too. Anything that feels like old school platforming, where the controls are tight and there's not really much going on. It's just focused on point A to point B, like The Messenger and Elijah and um, Katana Zero, that type of stuff, where it's very gritty. Just get from point A to point B. Sometimes they add some cool mechanics, like Katana Zero's like rewind feature, but just I don't know. I like old school platformers, even though they make me want to punch a hole in the wall sometimes.
Well, a lot of them were designed and made money because a lot of them were made for arcades, consoles. So yeah.
That's the thing. I wish developers would just make games for making games.
Yeah.
Instead of this weird, we need to make all of our
I
games
mean,
a
that's why
service.
like Tina Wonderland stuff did pretty good because that's what those were just there to be games.
Yeah, and I respect
Not
them
cast
for that.
farms, yeah.
But it's just that's what it feels like now. Is every game has to become a service. It
Yeah.
needs to be.
You
This
never
game has
stop
to
paying for some games because of all the skins and all that you can
like
buy.
fucking Halo Infinite was a huge letdown for me because I will admit
Yeah, I've heard
have
terrible things about that.
I have a slight affinity with Microsoft, and fucking it was like, oh yeah, cool, a new Halo game. The campaign was okay. I mean, I didn't really like the fact that they decided to go open world RPG with Halo. They didn't really need to do
They
that.
did? I didn't even know that
It
part of
wasn't
it.
really
Yeah.
RPG.
It wasn't really an RPG. It was just open world Halo, and I was like, that kind of after countless years of having the same formula that works really well, maybe go do this. It didn't work out great. It wasn't terrible, but I would have rather had a level system instead of an open world.
I don't think they've added the ability to go back to old missions yet.
And then fucking they're like, oh yeah, also Halo's gonna be like this, like I think they said it's like a 6-year plan. Adding like new shit constantly. Like we're not
Seasons
supposed
and
to
all
get
that.
Would
we're
the
not
fan
supposed to
base
get
last 6 years though?
we're not even supposed to get Forge until like season 3, season 4.
Yeah.
Which is a base
Well, you better
staple
just
in
hop
most
on
of
a
those
Game Boy and
games.
call it a day.
Like that was my thing, is like fucking Forge was like the one thing I was excited for fucking Infinite.
They're changing up Forge to be more scripting and all that. I think that's why it's taking so long, is they're putting in a more advanced system.
They
If they went
don't
for the old
need
system,
to.
they could have just released it on the spot.
That's what I'm saying. Just give us the Forge that was in Reach. Everyone loved that shit.
Yeah. I made some death traps, like
Then afterwards you can add all your fucking you can make it a patch update. Just give us the shit that we want.
listen to your fans? What? Why would I do that? Literally these stockholders that donate us money know a lot more than our fan base does.
Hey, here we go. I got a good question.
Hmm.
What is a game that either deserves a sequel or is already kind of a series, but you want to see another game come out of?
That's a good question.
Ninja
A
Gaiden.
game I can think of, it's not one I've actually played, but I've seen a lot of people talk about it, and that would be Shadow of the Colossus. Like, I know how it ends, and
Like
I've seen Let's Plays of it, but I haven't played it myself.
But
I feel like they could either do a prequel or a sequel to that game, and it'd probably be good.
or even just another game in the same universe.
Yeah. Because that seems like it's still a condensed area of the whole world that they're in most of the time.
Yeah, because it doesn't need to be in that specific area that guy was in. They could go tell a story from a different section.
Yeah.
I've never played Shadow of the Colossus, but I've watched enough gameplay.
I've watched Let's Plays of it. That's about it.
Yeah, it looks like a really fun game.
Like how you've written that question, I completely forgot every game I've played.
How the hell
What
do you
games have I
manage that
played?
game?
I
How do you manage
have
that?
I
It has the
have
dumb.
I have an answer for both sides of my questions, so I'm gonna wait until everyone else gives their answer first.
You talk about games
I
that
don't
need to
really have
like
an answer.
think that would have a sequel to them.
So my question was either a game that's already a series that you want to see another game in that series get released, or a game that never got a sequel but deserves a sequel.
Shit, Ninja Gaiden. I would love to see that game
Isn't there
remastered.
Ninja Gaiden
Or
sequels though?
No, that's what I
Yeah.
was saying. Is if it's already a series, if to add another one to the series,
yeah, man, I would love to see another
or
Ninja
a
Gaiden game.
remaster. I'll take a remaster as well because honestly, yeah, a Ninja Gaiden remaster would be pretty chill.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Black remastered. Yeah.
Thing.
And then, Rose, did you have any games that are coming to the top of your head, or?
I hardly have a large
This
list of
is
games.
most of the
but
games I play actually have sequels to them, so
I was gonna say, I feel like Rose's answer is, give me another Elder Scrolls, and it's like we're getting one eventually at some point.
I know she's waiting on Elder Scrolls 6 to come out. That notorious invisible game, just like Grand Theft Auto 6.
That is true. So my answers are a game that I wish would get a sequel. Sunset Overdrive. It was a really cool ass idea for a game. I think it came out like right when the Xbox One came out. It was like their flagship game,
yeah, it was one of
and
them. Yeah, it's
and
fun.
it was a really good concept. It was this kind of funky, sort of almost Jet Set Radio feeling type of open world, but it was like a zombie thing that had like weird RTS moments. It was kind of cool. I liked it. I liked the style of it. I liked the kind of punk rocky attitude it tried taking to it. The goofy ass weapons and shit, the traveling system, like everything about it was just it was post apocalyptic, but if post apocalyptic was told by a punk rock kid, and it was kind of cool.
Gay.
Yeah, I
And
played it a
then
bit. It was okay.
and that's the one I wish would get a sequel, and is like would there's like people talking about a sequel for it. And then the one series that I wish we would get a game from is Dead Rising, because Dead Rising 4 was a fucking mistake.
Yeah, I didn't really enjoy most of the Dead Rising games too much.
Dude, Dead Rising was such a joking game. It was
I
a
mean,
good series,
it's a
but it was
Capcom
like full
game,
of
so
jokes.
it's kind of has that kind of jokey style to it, anyways, like most
Like
Capcom games do.
like one was
I have a question for
serious.
the Rose Phoenix.
Is it on topic?
Yeah, it's back to the Bethesda series. Do
Oh.
you have the Elder Scrolls Online?
Left 4 Dead got a
Yeah.
sequel though, didn't it?
The Elder Scrolls Online does not have a sequel.
They could make another one, yeah.
It's an
Yeah,
MMO that's
it's
still
on
getting stuff.
Steam for $6 right now.
Yeah, it's not
I already have it.
it's not a game that gets sequels. It's a game that gets expansions.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead. Chat mentioned Left 4 Dead could be one that should get a third game.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead.
Oh
would be
yeah,
cool.
I remember that a couple years
What is
ago.
that
There was
game that just came
talk
out?
about Left 4 Dead 3.
The one that's basically
Wait.
this Left 4 Dead. What-
Yeah,
basically
sure.
that?
You want another Left 4 Dead game? Just play
Yeah,
World
what
War
the-
Z.
No,
No,
the other
not
one.
World War Z. What's the other one that I can't think of? Back for Blood. That's
Yeah,
what
that
it
one.
was.
Yeah.
Nah, World War Z is just basically copy and paste.
Black for
Yeah.
Blood is exactly
Yeah, no, Back
copy and
for
paste
Blood.
of
Back
Left
for
4 Dead.
Blood was literally just Left 4 Dead but reskinned.
Yeah, I played fucking lots of the first Left 4 Dead. The second one I didn't play too much of, just because it just felt like more of the same. They had better guns though.
And that's another thing that I found kind of weird too, is that fucking Redfall game that was teased. So I was like looking at the trailers and stuff for it, and I was like, oh, so it's just Left 4 Dead but vampire. That's
yeah, that
that's
one,
all it is.
It's not as Left 4 Dead as
Bro,
you
they did
think. It's an
this.
open world game.
No, it's Left 4 Dead's like a one and gun type
I know, but
thing.
they had to talk about Redfall, and it's not like Left 4 Dead where you have these campaigns and all. It's
Are they
open
going
world.
going more State of Decay with it?
What?
State of Decay, the zombie game.
Actually, that is let me look up the name of it. I can't think of the name of it. Days Gone. That's another zombie game that kind of would be a fun sequel.
Oh
Nah,
yeah. I remember people talking about Days Gone. It was like okay. and I watched someone play it, and I was like, "Oh, this isn't terrible."
Yeah,
Bruh,
I played it. It's actually was a pretty good game. Storyline was a bit meh at some points, but I had fun with it. The bikes were cool.
They did the same shit to
Yeah,
Dead
there should be a new Portal game. They released that that was it a VI one? No, it
Well,
wasn't a
there
VI
was
one,
the
but the one with the Jameson statue in it.
no, that was VR. It was
Was it
the
VI?
it was
Yeah.
what is it? It was to do with like the
It's more like a
hands.
teaser than an actual game though, so
It was for the one controller that allows you to have like finger tracking and shit.
yeah. Does Valve
Yeah.
make games anymore, or do they just use Steam?
Oh wait, no, it wasn't. It wasn't for VR. It was I think the Steam Deck. It was a Steam Deck exclusive.
So this is way out of the question. Who is scratching their desk right now?
I'm trying to fix my keyboard.
Huh? Oh.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I didn't realize it was getting picked up. I thought I had the sensitivity thing blocking it out.
Yeah, Portal. I've never played all of the first one, but I've played the second one like several times.
I could see them if they wanted to go the route that they did with Half-Life and do a Half-Life Alyx style Portal game.
Yeah, plus they still
Sure.
have those robots that they can still do.
The main story in Portal is finished, so they would have to go with a spin-off.
Damn, I'm the only
Well,
person.
that's
here
what I was
who
saying. They could use the
plays
robots
Portal.
because they mentioned that there was like months of testing after Cell left that the robots did, which that's kind of what the multiplayer with the
Yeah,
at the end of the multiplayer on the second one, you find a bunch of other humans, and that can be like another series from that. It's them being tested on.
Yeah, because I was gonna say there's what the robots are like Peabody and something like that. They could just do another game with those characters too.
Yeah, or just use them. Yeah. Plus, GLaDOS is such a mood. I kind of miss her.
Potatoes. Fucking. I have an affiliate with Potato GLaDOS because I was Potato GLaDOS for a bit.
Potato Dan.
Damn. God, fucking, we used to be funny.
The game that's not out yet that I didn't really figure out until like a few months ago is the new Harry Potter game now.
Yeah,
It
I
looks
saw
actually fairly fun. Like I didn't play any of the other Harry Potter games because I'm not that big of a Harry Potter fan, but that game itself looks like super immersive, and I like games that are
It
immersive and
it does feel like it's
world-building.
gonna be you get invited to Hogwarts and you kind of get to do your own shit.
Yeah, I think it's 1800s, mid 1800s is when it takes place. It takes place before all the Harry Potter stuff, so it's like separate from all that nonsense, mostly.
Yeah, but I thought it was kind of cool the way
Yeah,
that
it
they're
looks
going
fun.
about
Yeah.
it. It's like, oh hey, you get to pretty much take part in your own.
Another game that
Your
I've been a
twist.
bit interested in that keeps getting delayed is the Vampire Bloodlines game that was supposed to come out like last year.
Oh, you mean the actual game, not the fucking.
Yeah, not the
Battle
mobile
Royale.
thing. Yeah.
I was kind of hyped for that too. I'm not gonna lie.
Because I was hyped for that, but it got delayed and delayed again. And I kind of just stopped. I've noticed when games keep getting delayed, I just stop paying attention
I
to
just forget. Yeah,
updates on them. Yeah.
I forget, and then someone's like, "Hey, this game's finally coming out." I'm like,
Oh
"Wasn't it supposed
yeah,
to
I
come out?"
wanted to play
Yeah.
that.
Well, my brain's just like, didn't that come out like a couple months ago? It's like, no, dude, it never got released until now. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool.
To be fair, though, I'd rather have some games delay games and them actually work when they come out. Then
What I don't want if you delay a game is I don't want it to fall into the Duke Nukem Forever / Cyberpunk hole, where you keep delaying it and you keep delaying it, and then it goes in development hell, and then when it's released, it's nowhere near what you said it was gonna be.
Yeah, Bloodborne sequel would be fun. They have like 3 Dark Souls sequels. Like make more Bloodborne.
I could see a Bloodborne sequel being pretty cool. I'm trying to think of other games off the top of my head. that would. Oh, there you go. There's one. I didn't even remember. That just came to mind. I saw it on my fucking newsfeed. You guys ever hear of a random ass fucking title of a game known as Lollipop Chainsaw?
I've heard of it, but don't know what it's about.
After a decade of it just sitting out in the middle of the void because no one knew what the fuck they were supposed to do with it, apparently the studio
That's
got
an-
greenlit to make a sequel.
Dude, are you serious? They're making another sequel to that fucking horny game?
I don't even know what
Supposedly,
it's
Lollipop
about.
Chainsaw is legitimately just a horny game because you play as a high school girl and
think
like
Bayonetta
With the
but
chainsaw and
zombies.
lollipop, that's about all the in-depth knowledge I know about it.
I was gonna say, Ning, think Bayonetta but zombies.
Isn't that some
Bayonetta
kind of
out of
Bayonetta?
this. Leave
It's one of those.
Bayonetta
I
out of this.
haven't played those games yet. Though. I want to play them. Though. They
It's
seem fun.
it's a arena hack and slash, but you're a cheerleader with a chainsaw. It's a lot of combo buttoning with timing it right and making sure that you stay a decent away from the enemy but still attack the enemy.
Yeah, my chat says you get an achievement for looking up a skirt.
That's like a 99% like thing the percentile people have done is look up the skirt. And I think it's the achievement is called I didn't mean to. Like it was an accident.
Did you get like a similar achievement for doing it to be in Neo Automata?
There's an achievement in the fucking game I'm playing right now on stream.
Wouldn't it
Azura's
just
Wrath.
encourage that type of behavior more than decourage it? Because you're literally rewarding them for doing it.
There's an achievement in fucking Azura's Wrath because I just got through the pool scene in it, and there is an achievement for just staring at the chick's tits for 10 minutes.
Oof.
I avoided looking at anything through my stream segment because I was like, I'm not trying to get in trouble here.
What's that other game?
Reminds
that
me of
does
that fucking
It's,
eye tracking video.
no, there's a couple of games
We're
like
not gonna look at any
Nier Automata
boats.
does that.
Any
Like,
boats, bro, man in the chat. Let's go.
To be fair.
Fuck!
Yeah, sorry, what you were saying.
hold on, I'll be AFK real quick.
Okay.
Anyways, to completely avoid what the fuck Roach was going to talk about.
Is Swo still there too, or is he just being quiet?
I think you had to get up real quick.
What games are coming out that you are interested in then?
I mean, because I'm a space nerd, Seinfeld. Nailed it.
Starfield?
Yeah.
I think those are two different things. One's a comedian that is past his prime, the other is a game.
No, someone made a fucking, the second that it was released, someone made a fucking poster for Starfield, but it's all the characters from Seinfeld.
Of course they did.
It's fucking...
I swear, random people
What's
on
the
the
deal
internet
with
are
space
faster at
food?
promoting things than actual promo companies.
Yeah, that was my favorite joke about it too. Just read it in Kramer's voice. Just, what's the deal with space food? Oh my god, no. Stop.
I think I've actually sat down and watched a full episode of Seinfeld.
Good.
It would play on the TV sometimes, and I would just listen to it, but not really focus on it.
That's one thing that fucking corrupted me, man, is my sisters. They fucking watched Friends all the goddamn time to the point where I think I absorbed enough pieces of episodes where I could predict what was going to happen in the fucking episode. And I've never watched Friends, but I know some of the characters' names, and I know that at least at one point, one of the male characters and one of the female characters have hooked up. You could
I think they've
mix and
all
match the
eventually hooked up with each
yeah.
other at one point. That's usually how those type of shows go. Yeah. I think the one thing we can all agree on that video games need to get rid of is fucking microtransactions.
Nah, what you talking about? We need more battle passes. We need like 6 different battle passes with different tiers, and we need microtransactions up the ass.
You see, I would want Dishonored 3 too, but they kind of killed it with the DLC for the second one.
No, shut up. I'm still talking.
I'm back. What happened?
Huh?
I said I'm back. What happened?
Oh, we ended the podcast.
I was about to say
okay.
that.
All right, so that means I get to do the dirty things in chat now.
No.
Nah, nah. Nah, 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 nah.
Rose, stop,
Nah,
stop.
no. We're not talking about. We're not talking about. Like we ended the podcast. I mean, like we call this a podcast. It's only 2 episodes long. Like it's done.
Yeah, disbanding.
Just a
Yeah,
just like
yeah,
keep it fun.
dude.
We're firing
They
everyone.
made slavery out of us, especially me, because I'm the only black guy in here, and everybody abuses me.
Technically, going by the
Everybody.
hierarchy of modern society, Dan would be the one in charge.
What?
It looks like I'm the peasant out of all this.
He's the only non-minority here.
Now what you talking about? I'm a gamer. No, I'm kidding.
Jeez.
The most
Hey.
depressed group. It's time to stand up for the most depressed group in the world. Gamers. What is it though? Oh God. Hey, COVID. You and me need to talk real quick. Y'all need to shut the fuck up and get out of my system because you're fucking up just everything right now. My head fucking hurts. Like, I lose my train of thought.
Wouldn't-
I'm coughing up fucking just nasty ass phlegm. Like, y'all need to chill.
It's fine. Just take horse tranquilizers or whatever the hell it is that those Karens are doing.
I'm infected. Hell yeah, baby.
I wonder how long it's going to be before that word gets banned on Twits.
Probably already is.
Breathing is banned. Breathing is banned.
I know. What is it? Fucking, you can't say removing a child via medical things right now on fucking Twitter.
Yeah,
What?
they're probably trying to silence people.
People are hinting now. It's like, if any of you guys need to go on a camping trip right now, you can call on me to help you go on a camping trip, and you and me will never speak about the
Basically,
camping trip
Twitch
ever.
is shadow banning people again.
But it's Twitter this time, and they're shadow banning people.
Oh yeah, that's what I
about,
meant. I don't know why, but I get those two mixed up when I'm putting
They
words
both
together.
start with T, and they're about the same length. So, but yeah, no, it's funny watching all these people using other names for it.
It's off fun games, so you accidentally hire a hitman. There's a game
Yeah.
I don't really enjoy the new Hitman games actually. Like I played a set
Yeah.
out of the older ones.
The
New
newer
ones-
ones feel weird because they're like chapter mission based instead
Yeah,
of
I don't like that.
like they feel like more like actual contracts where the Hitman games were more like a story based type thing.
Yeah, I mean, so there was random missions, but they somehow still tied into the story that was
Yeah,
going on.
there was like an ongoing plot throughout each of the missions where this new one's just like,
He went to here, then he went to here, then he killed this guy. Why? Just cause.
which makes a little bit more sense due to the fact that he is a hitman
Yeah, but
and like you are only doing jobs as a hitman. But another part of me is like, it was nice when everything kind of had a bit of a story.
yeah.
Like, I fucking played the shit out of Hitman Absolution, man.
Yeah, I played. Actually, I think I've played every Hitman but the very first one.
Yeah, Hitman Absolution was fun, especially because
Gosh.
there's that fucking Easter egg in the desert where you could have them get hit by the fucking random fucking ice cream truck.
You can get hit by it. I don't think I ever had that happen.
Yeah, so in the desert, I forgot how you do it. You have to shoot a specific thing,
Yeah,
but
that's
if you do
definitely
it,
more friendly.
if you, I think it was like you had to shoot all the fucking the vultures that were out in the desert, and he'll walk away and try to get into your car. The car's locked, and so he'll walk over into the street and start walking down the road. And then the decommissioned ice cream truck that has no wheels or anything will just slide down the road and take him out.
Oof.
I'm like, you got killed by a ghost ice cream truck. But you can kill him with like 800 different fucking things because like you have a trunk full of
Yeah, I
weapons
mean,
and there's
The new ones
floating
seem
around.
more varied in the ways you could eliminate the targets and stuff.
Yeah, but even in Absolution, though, Absolution, you had a shit ton of tools at your disposal.
Yeah.
Like, there's the fucking Manor mission where you can like take people out with a chandelier or like throw them into the fire pit, or fuck, you could lock someone in the freeze box and freeze them,
Mm-hmm. Do be kind of hot.
or you know, you could kill someone with just a fucking random ass fish.
Yeah, I see people like just going around the new games with the fist, just whacking people in the face with it, or throwing it.
Or the fact that I will give them credit as a developer. The fact that someone broke the fucking briefcase, so in the second one they made a homing briefcase.
Yeah.
It's
To
like,
be fair, throwing weapons in the new ones are a bit overpowered anyways, as they curve and sit slightly.
no, that's the reason why they made the homing briefcase, is because
Yeah,
in the
it
first one
would
someone
break
figured out how
and
to,
follow them into the earth, basically.
which makes me laugh that.
Yeah, I want to
developers
get
are like,
Hitman VR because it glitches out a lot, which makes it even more funny. But
oh,
you can
God,
just
I could,
mess
I
around
would,
with the NPCs.
I would fail so hard in fucking Hitman VR. Dan, what are you doing? I'm trying to sneak. You're, you're crawling through the dude's ass right now. I don't care. You're inside the sushi bar. How'd you get stuck in there? I don't know.
Speaking, since we're on the subject of VR, I wonder if they're gonna get like a decent backing behind the game's development of them. 'Cause there's new VR games being made, but not by like huge companies.
I feel like
'Cause I'd
they
like to
would
see
need to
like
see.
a
They would need to
Resident
see a
Evil level
viable.
horror game in
They
VR.
would need. They would need to see a viable market.
I
The
think
problem
The thing is, though, they're starting
probably when
to.
the next VR headsets come out, or next generation of VR headsets, there's going to be a
Yeah.
boom.
I think you guys are onto something with that. I feel like we're gonna have to wait till the next generation of VR headsets.
Because I used to see a lot of posts saying how
Oh my God,
VR
what's
was
it
just a
called?
trend and it isn't going to last. Now you see a lot of other posts like promoting it now all of a sudden. More companies getting interested in it. It's like a high budget VR horror game or similar would be very fun to have.
Oh, that would be a good one, like a Silent Hill game.
Yeah. I think, is there a mod that puts P-teens in VR?
There was, you were able to. There was a API patch that you could download
It's
with it.
a game that would be fun is the Visage game where you're in that house and do that. To me, that would have been a lot more fun as a VR horror game. It's like after a while, just walking around on this desktop, like you don't really feel very immersed after a point because it's all the same.
House of the Dead, but like as like a on the rail shooter in VR chat would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing, man. I would love if arcades had a fucking comeback.
It kind of sort of are, but like only in like certain areas.
I really miss arcade games, dude. House of the Dead was good. Jurassic Park one was good. The fucking Terminator one was good. Like, there's a lot of cool ones.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're doing remasters of old arcade games like that fucking TMNT one that got a remaster, can we get a remaster of the fucking Simpsons arcade game?
Is the Simpsons even still going?
Fucking, they're still going strong.
They need to, and it's kind of sad at this point.
At this point, I think they're just trying to set a fucking record.
They've already set several records.
And I feel like it's one of those things where
I mean, it's probably still making them a lot of money, and that's probably why they're still making it. But
this part of me feels like they can't stop because they're afraid of getting overran by fucking South Park, and South Park is known for being very, very not politically correct.
yeah,
Or
I'm aware.
Simpsons.
I
Simpsons
never really
kind of
liked
has
South
the-
Park though, so
what, you don't like jokes about Nazi babies shitting on the president?
I don't know if you're making that up or if that's an actual South Park joke. Because the sad part.
The sad part is I don't know if it's an actual episode either.
It could very
It
well
could
be
be.
one. Think the most
I know that-
outlandish, controversial bullshit you could put in one episode, and it's probably an episode that's already been made.
I know that if I were to say Christmas is actually a event ran by Satanist woodland creatures, that's multiple episodes of South Park. Or
You ever play a South Park game? It's like an FPS pseudo type thing.
like way back, the fucking like Nintendo 64 version.
I played it on PS1, I think. PS1 and PS2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was that same generational. I
Oh,
remember
yeah, it
that,
is.
but I don't know, man. South Park could do whatever the fuck they feel like and still not get in trouble.
When they can get in trouble, they just like laugh it off and just make it even less joke next
Well,
time.
what is it? They literally made a fucking like special about COVID, where like all the kids got transported into the future and shit.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we're kind of off topic again. About South Park. Oh, that was loud.
Kind of man, South Park, we're gonna have some good time.
Now we're copyright claimed.
Friendly faces, everywhere. You can suck them off, flat nuts, yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
That's not the lyrics, but I feel like they could get away by tucking that in there.
Probably. You know what time are we at? Like 40 minutes in. Any other topics you guys want to discuss about games?
I got nothing.
Not really. I mean, besides, stop trying to stick battle royales, battle passes, and microtransactions in your shit and start
I
making
think the
games
Battle
because
Royale
you think
thing's starting to die out. I haven't seen too many Battle Royale things. But Battle Passes and all that, yeah, it's a bit toxic at this point.
Fortnite Battle Pass. Shit.
I also think gacha games are a super bad idea. But
I don't know what the fuck a gacha game is.
you know those like Genshin Impact is a gacha game. You pay to get
Oh,
a thing, and you might maybe get a character for
I'm
it.
talking about like games that have like a shit ton of heroes, but
Yeah.
most of the time you just get like grunt A or shooter B. Meanwhile, you're trying to get like a legendary hero or some
It's
shit.
like there's
I know.
people who are going, like we discussed before the podcast time, there are people that are literally going homeless over those types of games. They spent like $1,000 on.
I may be homeless,
Nothing.
but I got this random anime woman that's digital and costs
Like
me
obviously that's on them
$millions.
too, because they're the one that was stupid and bought the thing. But
It's like fucking CS:GO skins all over again.
you'd figure that would dissuade there to be less of those type of games instead of more.
I was gonna say, I was like, how many more fiascos do we need? We had the FIFA fiasco where the kid bought like $2,000 worth of shit on someone's credit card. You got CS:GO skin market going through the fucking roof because it's garbage. Like,
Yeah.
There's evidence that it doesn't work and it's bad. Please just learn.
Hell, some of the skins even cost more than the base game did.
what is it? I think the Dragunov still costs like fucking upwards of $1,000.
God damn.
It's you buy $2,000 worth of stuff on my credit card. Time to rip out your little testicle.
I'm sorry, what?
Why is the time that Roach finally comes into the conversation? It's so out of fucking left field, and I'm scared now.
What are you talking about?
Because we're just sitting here talking about like why shit isn't good and why we shouldn't have games that prioritize like spending to earn shit. And then Roach just comes out of nowhere.
I'm gonna put $2,000 on my credit card and I'm gonna rip out one of your testicles.
Like, bruh,
Wait, no one better. Bros, you want to keep doing that in my ear? I might have to rip out your tongue tonight. Keep playing with me.
Why is Bill Clinton threatening to rip out my tongue?
Why is
Oh, I
this
was-
what's considered normal for this podcast?
I was gonna say it sounds like fucking what is it? Soup. Or not soup, like the McNasty and those type of people.
What are you talking about, man?
I don't know
It's
who
like
any of
this.
those are.
It's a bunch of fucking gamers that
Oh, wait,
stream
hold on.
together. but it's fucking what it's all it's what they fucking do. They'll do these weird fucking voices and shit where they'll just talk random bullshit.
I want to take a pic with Ningu's plate, please. I just want to like stick some whipped cream in between of them and just go
It was a
straight
bad
to
time to redeem
town.
I'm
that.
gonna ask you to chill.
Wait, redeem
Yeah.
what?
Where are you putting whip?
Can I get pizza with a long breadstick?
See, when you guys use that voice, it reminds me of one guy from The Dead Rising, the guy in the strip club.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Hey, this
What the fuck?
I want to take a pic inside my cardigan. Hey, Shadow Coon knows what's up.
I
God
can
damn it.
smell you. I'm creeping around.
Right, so anyways,
Nothing.
what were we talking about before this happened? Oh, yeah,
have
companies and no greed, basically. I guess last topic we should go over is what do you guys
I
think the
want
next big game series will be?
a big old bucket of barbecue sauce and frog legs.
We're gonna have to put you in timeout.
What was the fucking topic? I was just trying to see if I could get Roach to lose his shit. Anyways, what?
Anyways, like the next big game series or game type, what do you think it's gonna be?
Oh, like what the next like what everyone's gonna copy for the like 2 years?
Yeah,
If Modern Warfare 2 does it right, I'm hoping like squad shooters. Because I know that Modern Warfare, instead of doing zombies, they do like the group contract thing where like you and 3 other buddies have to like go through an actual like mission.
yeah, I see games kind of like that. Like
I would like to see like squad shooters where like actual like cooperation and shit work well in it.
Yeah.
That would be a cool one, mainly because I want multiplayer games that actually feel like you're supposed to work together instead
yeah,
of
there's a few
relying
games
on
like that
guys.
already. Like what the fuck is that one called? Get Out, I think.
There's
Wait,
Get
whoa.
Out. Get
Yeah.
Out's a good
What do
one.
you mean
and
by
then
this?
there's
On
also
this chat
there's
box on Twitch.
there's also what is it?
I don't know.
The Ready or Not, which is that SWAT one that I've been seeing a lot of people play. That one's been
Yeah, I've been
showing
seeing
up.
people playing that one and doing the exact opposite of teamwork.
Well, yeah, that's where you get the funny bits from. But I've also looked up like people who are speed running
Look
it.
at actual SWAT running the damn game. Actual SWAT
No,
tactics, basically.
I've seen people like crews that practice and speed run it, and it's crazy how fucking fast they'll clear missions out.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is
Oh, also,
play.
mild hype. There is rumor, or not rumor, but there is confirmation that Payday 3 may be coming.
I thought that was already Payday 3, to be honest.
No, we've been getting updates for Payday 2 like constantly.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's about all we can get out of this subject, because we're kind of starting to run out of ideas here.
Hey, you know what?
Right, so shall we end for today then? Alright, is there more you guys want to discuss?
I mean,
What?
I'm pretty good right now. I think we got enough out of this.
Anyways, that was it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We trying to do these at least once a month for now. Next one will be at the end of July. Is the next month, right? Yeah,
We'll try to.
yeah. Obviously, there's stuff going on and always get stuff out on time. But thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you guys next time. Yeah, I'll be streaming Plasma. Just this is a separate group thing. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.